For this problem, a man left home driving at 45 miles per hour. When his car broke down, he walked home at a rate of 5 miles per hour. The entire trip, driving and walking together, took him 2 3/4 hours. How far from his house did the car break down? So let's take the trip and break it up into two parts. So the first part is when he's driving, and then we have the second part where he's walking back home. Now, because these two happen right after each other, we know that they're equal. The driving has to equal the same distance that he walked back home. For the driving, we know that he drove 45 miles per hour. So let's do this as 45 times t. That's 45 miles per hour times the time, however long that took. And the walking was 5 miles per hour. And we're going to get a little tricky with what we put for its time. Because the driving took t and the total was 2 3/4, then I know I'm going to have my walking time as 2 3/4 minus t. Now we probably are going to choose to use that as a decimal, so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that as 2.75. That might be a little bit easier for you. And now let's get ready to solve. We're going to distribute this 5 in front of the parentheses to both the 2.75 and the t. So I have 45t equals, and then 5 times 2.75 gives me 13.75. And then 5 times t will give me 5t. Now let's move all the 5t over here to the left side of the equation by adding 5t. So 45t plus 5t gives me 50t equals 13.75. These cancel out. And now we see the 50s being multiplied by the t, so I'm going to divide both sides by 50. So that I get t equals 0.275. And this is 0.275 hours because it's time. And the question asks us how far. So if he drove 0.275 hours, let's see how far that was away from the house. We'll do 45 times 0.275, and that gives me 12.375 miles as my answer.